Why when it comes to men being violent against women, some people need 12 others to testify, video evidence, and a note from the principal's office? Like, be so serious. I'm not going to show the violence on here, but everyone has seen how Diddy accosted Cassie. So let's get into Diddy's apology video.
I was up. I hit rock bottom. Make no excuses. My behavior in that video is inexcusable. I take full responsibility for my actions in that video. I'm disgusted. I was disgusted then when I did it. I'm disgusted now. I went and I sought out professional help. I had to go into therapy. Going to rehab. Had to ask God for his mercy and grace. I'm so sorry. But I'm committed to be a better man each and every day. I'm not asking for forgiveness. I'm truly sorry.
It's the Chaplain of the Culture, your MDiv and Black Church Studies scholar. Here we mix faith, culture, and experience, and we make that hoe dance. Now, this apology video gives my PR made me do it. It gives I don't even know what I'm sorry for. It actually gives Cassie ruined my life. But apparently, the only reason he didn't apologize directly to Cassie, because he was getting some flack for like not apologizing directly to Cassie, was because he is barred under some type of non-disclosure from speaking on her in public. Still, he was giving very much, I'm the victim, I was in a dark place. Now it's about God's mercy and grace, and he is sorry, and he isn't asking for forgiveness. And that's good because we're not offering it. And to add insult to injury, LA County DA's office has released a statement on the 2016 video showing Diddy assaulting Cassie, explaining that they are unable to charge him because it was beyond the timeline of where a crime of assault can be prosecuted. Which probably explains why Cassie took to the civil suit in the first place. Now everyone want to backpedal after seeing the video. It really took the video. Slim Thug making an apology, commenting on a post saying, "Damn, Diddy, I tried to ride with the black man who had no charges, but I can't stand behind this. I'll take the L. But still will ride with my people until I see some sort of proof. I don't believe in blogs or civil suits." His apology, of course, wasn't as loud as his accusations and judgments towards Cassie. He did 2 live streams when he thought Cassie was scamming.
I've never been a victim of abuse, but I do know that it is scammers out here that just try to grab money from people. Coming back and getting puffed, I don't believe in that, man. When it go down, speak on that right then, or it's out of it. It should be null and void.
But his backpedal gave 5.5 lines of an apology. And see, this whole thing of standing with the black man is a narrative that has been whooping y'all's asses since Ike and Tina. No pun intended. But hang it up, flat screen. Encourage the black man to do better. Before it gets to this point, black people can and should do more to course correct their boys and men. All the policing of bodies that y'all do for girls, the policing of clothing, the policing of vernacular. You know how many times I was told growing up not to say that because it wasn't ladylike? Now how many boys and men have those stories? The don't say that, it's not gentlemanlike. Or don't use that tone, you could frighten someone. But why does it take video evidence for us to stand with victims? Is still the question, especially when these incidents of domestic violences are not taboo. Like, men have been committing intimate partner violence from my knowledge since forever. Like, the caveman was whooping the hell out of the cave woman, and that's actually how fire was invented. She had to burn him alive in his sleep. But on a more serious note, women's suffrage is real. So again, why when the Diddy allegations came to the forefront, Slim Thug, Tyrese, Stevie J, and Uncle Luke all felt compelled to defend this man who has a history of violent behavior? Kim Porter had some questionable face injuries that made people wonder about his behavior years ago. The Game was just talking about how Diddy allegedly assaulted Drake and put a hit out on him. And didn't Lupe Fiasco also allege that Diddy set his car on fire for looking at Cassie or talking to Cassie, something to that effect? How with all these mutters of past aggression and violent behavior in the industry are folks in the industry still compelled to defend him? Some will find anything to discredit a woman's character as a witness to her own assault. And what do y'all gain from that? All it does is create repeat offenders and discourages other women from coming forward. Anytime someone gets away with a bad choice once, it becomes easier to make that decision a second time. We definitely need to work on that in our culture. Now, as far as our religious narratives, well, Kelly Price wanted to chime in, and it was giving tone deaf. Like, girl, read the room. You can pause and read it if you would like, but she's talking about having the Holy Ghost overtake him, giving him a change of heart, mind, and direction. Definitely gave coddling mama or coddling auntie. How you talking about doing soul work, and many of us are trying to figure out if this man has a soul? Like, girl, you skipping steps. That's one of the many problems with Christianity. There aren't many narratives of accountability that include restorative justice. It's quite literally hell or death or both. And because Christians rarely have restorative justice practices, y'all just simply want to pray about it. But over here, we about that action. Because ain't no party that good that you should look the other way on abuse. Now y'all accomplices. Now y'all are part of the problem. We are in a time where victim blaming and lack of public support like that of Slim Thug and lack of accountability like that of Kelly Price is alarming. It's the way you can hear the sympathy in their tone and in their voices that they had or even still have. Kelly Price talking about, I want to see you and I want to see you soon so that we can create. This type of rhetoric makes victims less inclined to come forward. That's how we get to 8 years later, finally speaking up about the last 12 to 14 years of one's life. What do y'all think about getting rid of the narrative of standing with the black man, particularly when he has a history of violent behavior? What do y'all think about this whole ordeal? And what type of accountability do we need to serve Diddy, because the law already said it's above me now? It's a Chaplain of Culture, here to expand ideas and grind your gears. But as always, I promise you're going to have a good time, and I will see you soon. Bye.